It's 2013. You buy Photoshop for $700. It's yours forever. You can use it for 10 years if you want. Adobe hates this. Fast forward to 2024, you can't buy Photoshop anymore. You rent it. $54.99 per month. Every month. Forever. Over 10 years, that's $6,598. Nearly 10 times what you would have paid to own it. Adobe now has 33 million subscribers, making billions from a model where you pay continuously for software you used to buy once. And if you try to cancel? Good luck. The FTC sued Adobe in 2024 for hiding cancellation fees and making it deliberately difficult to quit. One user paid for an entire year after using Acrobat for just 2 months. The cancellation fee was 50% of the remaining balance. Adobe's internal documents revealed they knew their inadequate disclosures harmed customers, but they kept doing it anyway because transparency would hurt their bottom line. This isn't unique to Adobe. This is the subscription economy playbook. Remember when you used to buy things? A TV, a DVD, a car. It was yours. Companies hated this because once you bought something, they stopped making money from you. So they reframed the entire economy around one idea: access over ownership. Now you don't buy cars, you lease them. You don't buy movies, you stream them. You don't buy software, you subscribe. You don't own music, you rent it from Spotify for $11 per month. And if you stop paying, everything disappears. The subscription economy is now worth $3 trillion globally, up from $2 trillion just a year ago. Americans have an average of 8.2 subscriptions each. They spend $118 per month, $1,416 per year on recurring payments. And 66% of people underestimate their subscription costs by more than $200 per month. You know why? Because that's exactly how it's designed. Subscriptions work because they're invisible. $10 here, $15 there. They slide off your credit card automatically without you noticing. No painful moment of purchase, just a slow, continuous bleed. Companies love this because the lifetime value of a subscriber is 3 times higher than a one-time buyer. They acquire you once and extract revenue forever. And they've made canceling as painful as possible. Hidden fees, multi-step cancellation processes, server errors right before your billing date, customer service reps trained to offer discounts rather than process cancellations. Adobe even compared their subscription revenue to addiction in internal communications. But it's not just software. Streaming services have perfected the same game. In 2025, Netflix raised prices for the 3rd time in 3 years. Disney+, Hulu, Apple TV+, Discovery+, every major platform hiked prices. Every single one. Here's the paradox. Streaming was supposed to kill cable because cable was too expensive. Cable cost $80 to $100 a month. Now, subscribe to Netflix, Disney+, Hulu, Max, Prime Video, and Apple TV+. You're paying over $100 a month. You've rebuilt the cable bundle, except fragmented across 6 apps, 6 passwords, 6 billing cycles. And the content keeps disappearing. Shows and movies vanish without warning because licensing deals expire. You don't own anything. You're renting access to a library that changes constantly. One woman said it perfectly. Streaming has become as much of a financial burden as cable. You get sucked in with good prices, then they email you and tell you prices are going up. Next thing you know, you're paying double. This is subscription fatigue. 39% of global subscribers plan to cancel at least one subscription within the next year. But here's what's interesting. Most people don't actually cancel. They downgrade to ad-supported tiers instead. Nearly half of Netflix's viewing hours now come from its ad-supported plan. People are choosing to watch ads rather than pay full price. We've come full circle back to cable TV. Platforms know this. That's why they're doubling down on ad tiers. It gives them 2 revenue streams, subscription fees plus ad revenue. You lose either way. The subscription economy has infected everything. Meal kits, razors, pet food, toothbrushes, cars, even heated seats in BMWs are subscription-based. You can buy a BMW with heated seats installed, but they're locked behind a paywall. Want to use hardware you already own? That'll be $18 per month. This is the end game. You own the physical object, but the company controls whether it works. Welcome to digital feudalism. The economic model is simple. Lock customers into recurring payments, make cancellation difficult, and raise prices gradually. Most people won't notice until they're too deep to quit. And if you do quit, you lose everything. All your playlists, your watch history, Your saved files, gone. Companies have convinced an entire generation that ownership is outdated, that renting is smarter, more convenient. But convenient for who? When you rent, you're at the company's mercy. They can raise prices anytime, change terms, remove content, shut down entirely. And you have zero recourse because you never owned anything. The subscription economy isn't about giving you access to more. It's about ensuring you own less. 10 years ago, if you bought Photoshop, Office, and a DVD collection, you owned them. Today, you rent everything, and if you stop paying, you have nothing. You've spent more money and ended up with less. This is the trap. The subscription economy is projected to reach $1.5 trillion by 2025. Every industry is racing to convert one-time purchases into recurring revenue. From a business perspective, it's genius. Predictable income, higher lifetime value, harder to quit than to stay. But from your perspective, you're paying more for less ownership, less control, and less certainty. So what's the solution? Audit your subscriptions. Most people discover they're paying for things they forgot about. Cancel what you don't actively use every month. Buy when you can. Own your software, your music, your movies, if the option exists. Because the end game isn't convenience, it's making sure you own nothing. And when you own nothing, you're permanently dependent on companies that can raise prices, change terms, or disappear entirely. The subscription economy isn't about access, it's about control. And they're counting on you not noticing. If you want more breakdowns like this, where we cut through the BS and show you what's actually happening with your money, hit subscribe. We're covering everything from housing markets to why everything costs more, but you own less. Because understanding how you're being squeezed, that's the first step to stopping it.